Everton vs Tottenham Live Premier League updates. Mason Holgate holds off Emerson Royal. Tottenham Hotspur begin their new era in the Premier League today as manager Antonio Conte takes charge for the first time in a domestic setting as they travel to Everton. The Italian boss oversaw a narrow win in the Europa League in midweek, but his primary focus will be on improving league matters, with Spurs 10th after 4 defeats in their last 6 under former boss Nuno. It won't be routine against Everton though, with Rafa Benitez having overseen some good results already this season for the Toffees, though a recent drop-off sees them 11th after 3 straight defeats of their own. Victory for either team will propel them into the top 5 or 6, depending on results elsewhere across the rest of the weekend. Follow all the live updates from Everton vs Tottenham below. Big chance at the end of the half as Kane's cross is met by Reguilón, but on the stretch he smashes over the bar. Not a whole lot to pick out of that first 45 minutes. Attritional, sloppy on the ball at times, and a couple of decent defensive moments, most notably from Keane and Romero. Final minute of the half. Arguably this has been an improvement for both teams considering recent results, but neither appear so far too capable or concerned with going for the victory. Better expected from both after the break, considering the attacking talent on show in the game, or it would be if they had the ball and the numbers in the final third, anyway. Richarlison down with an injury after he appears to get his knee caught up in a tackle, but he's walking off after treatment and should be fine to continue. Rafa Benitez and Antonio Conte have a bit of a halftime puzzle to solve in terms of how to get into better attacking positions after the break. Anthony Gordon finds Townsend on the right side, and his cutback just evades Richarlison. Allen picks the ball up on the edge of the box, but instead of shooting he tries to feed a teammate back in the area, and enough Spurs defenders are there to clear. A quick ball forward finds Kane who hopes to lead a counter, but Dean absolutely clatters him with a fine slide tackle. More open and faster play from one end to the other, but both teams lacking a quality combination in the final third so far. Bit of a stalemate in the middle of the park over the last few minutes, with Everton trying to get the ball out to their wingers quickly, but Spurs doubling up with full-backs and wide centre-backs. On the flip side, not a lot of countering opportunities for the visitors, with those wing-backs often so deep to start with. A big collision sees Dean and Emerson crash into each other after a race to the ball. The French full-back wins the ball but comes off worse. Moments later Delph is rash in a slide tackle on Lucas and gets himself a yellow card, one for each team now after Reguilón's earlier on. Just over midway through the first half, and neither goalkeeper has been called into meaningful action. Spurs' most frequently seen passing combination so far seems to be centre-backs to wing-backs and back again. They need a little more movement from the quartet between centre-backs and Kane. Lucas Moura gets fed up with nobody passing to him and decides to take on 3 Everton defenders himself. A good run, but one eventually stopped by Michael Keane. Harry Kane then twice looks to line up a shot, but the same defender makes a pair of blocks. A deep cross from the left is then met in the air by Royal, but the Brazilian heads over. Romero pings a diagonal or two the way or Reguilón, but Coleman deals well. No build-up or pressure through the front 3 right now for Tottenham, who are very deep with the back 5. As a result they have no way to get out when they win back possession, and Everton keep coming back at them. Dean fires a decent first-time cross into the area and along the 6-yard box, but there's nobody there to meet it. Sergio Reguilón is the first man into the book for a fairly cynical block push on Townsend, who had escaped behind him on the counter-attack. No real